What's up traders, welcome to live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard trading coach. I'll be doing a live trading session and live analysis, live discussion about every aspect of trading. Now today is Friday, as you know that weekend coming up, and Friday is very volatile day, and we normally take the best trade on Friday and Monday. So let's look at what kind of opportunity we have in the market. Now before I progress further, make sure you give a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. I was looking at gold. I'll be starting with gold, and also let me know in the chat which one you are looking at. So first of all, looking at gold on the daily. Now as you have seen yesterday, gold was a very aggressive from the daily, back to back, up and down. So first of all, you saw that from this resistance there was a strong drop, and again after breaking the daily low, gold has another bounce to the upside. Very aggressive market. Now let's look at now where we can find an opportunity on gold. For me, what I think that, because you can see this is the daily candle, this daily price action had a massive bounce to the upside on gold. I think that today after pullback we might see gold again pushing high, very highly likely to happen, because this has a rejection. Now if I draw this two level on the daily, you'll understand actually what I'm trying to find out here. You can see this is what is likely to happen on gold. Now because you can see gold has a very strong rejection from the lower price, we could see today again coming down for a pullback, and then we might see that gold again bouncing towards the upside. So this is the daily perspective. Once the market opened today, as you can see, once the market opened, started to drop to the downside, which is a probability that anytime we'll see gold moving to the upside. Now if we look at the monthly price action to see, let's delete that and look at the monthly. Now from the monthly, now you have seen my previous analysis. This is what I mentioned, that from the monthly you can see the price is struggling to break the monthly low. This is the previous monthly candle. Now why am I looking at the monthly? Because monthly, weekly, higher time frame will give you a clear direction in the market. So from the bigger picture perspective, gold, you can see, failed to create a new lower low, instead create a higher low on the monthly. Now with that higher low, gold had a bounce. Now with that bounce, what we see that this is the monthly price action, and I think that with that bounce, highly likely gold might try to move to the upside to test this monthly resistance level. Now this is the monthly resistance. You can see still there is a probability for upside, because it failed to create a lower low, so we might see a bit more upside on gold on the monthly. If we look at the weekly, we saw that the price has come to the weekly support level, okay, almost in the weekly liquidity zone, back to back twice, and then had a bounce. Now if we look at this area, this is the subtle things that I look at, guys. Attention is the key to be a profitable trader. Now you can see that this is the previous swing low here, okay, below this doji, and gold has had a little bit of penetration and then had a bounce. Now what does this mean is that because there's a liquidity here, and as you know the price moves from liquidity to liquidity, because there's a strong liquidity in that zone, we could see gold is moving up and to at least to go for a deeper pullback. Now weekly price action a bit more clearly seen here that gold was moving in this channel. This is the bullish channel gold was for a long time, and with that bullish channel, what we saw that gold had a bounce, okay, highly likely that because it has broken down, we could see gold is going up, okay, testing this support as a resistance, or at least completing a Fibonacci level and then to come down. So there is a probability for gold to move up to this resistance line from the weekly perspective as well. So monthly, weekly we saw aligning. Now if we look at the daily, now this is where we can see the other way. Now daily we saw this is the daily rejection, okay, a big bullish candle. Now if you analyze the previous daily candle, we see there is a, you can see it has crossed the previous candle's low and also previous candles closing completely. So this is a, for me it's a bullish candle, okay. This is a bull candle on gold because it's a bullish engulfer. And if you closely look at, you'll see that this candle in fact, you know, penetrated this level and then has gone back up. Now what I think gold is doing, you can see that this is forming a reversal pattern along the zone on gold. Now this is a daily price action, you can see a drop and the correction. So this is, for me, gold is forming a reversal pattern along this area, and highly likely that gold will move in that direction. So if you can imagine that, you'll see it clearly. Let me draw that. What I am expecting gold is likely to do is like, this is the daily, okay. If we consider this candle, now today is the last day of trading week, right? So today we might see a candle coming down and then forming a long wick, you know, a bullish candle, and then on the market opening we could see gold bouncing to the upside and forming a reversal, continuing its long-term uptrend, very highly likely. So I will be remaining bullish on the lower time frame, as we saw that multi-time frame confirmation, multi-time frame analysis is bullish. This is what I mostly look at as a trader, okay. Multi-time frame, monthly, weekly, daily, and then going to the lower time frame will give you a clear direction of how the market is moving. And this is the most accurate way to analyze the market, because trading is all about buying and selling, okay. And to buy and sell, there are two directions, either to buy or sell. So once we know the directional bias, then we know that what is appropriate for us. Should we buy or should we sell? This is the most important question. So now 4 hour, you can see this is where we saw that there was a massive move happen yesterday, okay. Now it's now in that zone, the price is consolidating. This is a consolidation on this time frame. I'll wait for a breakdown first, okay, which is likely to happen. A breakdown, grab liquidity, and then moving to the upside, okay. So if we look at this price action, we can see that there is a neckline of this. This is a smart money area. Now very highly likely that gold at some point we could see that long wick candle, especially along this 20 EMA, would give us a long wick candle. Now with that movement, all right, we could see gold has come down, tested the long wick candle, and then bouncing towards the upside, okay. So this is where what I think that gold might be even forming an inverted head and shoulder, okay. This could form this, you know, this is the left shoulder, right shoulder, head, and we could see gold bouncing to the upside. So this is where, you know, this is the hot zone that I will wait for potential bullish trading opportunity on gold. Let's see what it is doing. So this is where I will be waiting. Hopefully that you found where we planning for gold, and over time I will be keeping you updated in this live session. Any trade coming along, we'll be jumping on a trade. Make sure guys you stick till the end, and also don't forget to subscribe and like. There's a lot of content in this channel. Tomorrow also I will be releasing some valuable content for free on YouTube channel, so make sure that you stick to the channel by subscribing and pressing the bell button. Thanks for that. Arjun, sir, yes, Arjun, it's still valid until updated. It's still valid. Thanks for knowing, Kevin. Dollar yen, yeah, absolutely, Kevin. And Hello, good morning, coach. Kindly look at GBP, JPY. Yeah, absolutely, we'll be looking at that. Hey, coach, can you look at USD, CHF, please? Yeah, absolutely. Mark, I'll be looking at that. So, GJ, USD, CHF, morning, coach. Yeah, morning. Dar, good morning, coach. I think 5 minutes has forming a cup and head and shoulder pattern for bullish move. Yeah, you're right. This is what it is trying to do. A cup and head and shoulder, cup and handle pattern, so which is very common. So if you look at that, you can see that the price is forming. So for me, I will be waiting for a bit more you know a bit more drop, okay, and then once it will break, this is the previous swing low, you can see that this is the low, and highly likely gold first will break this low, which is very likely to happen. If I look at the 4 hour, we can see that this consolidation and the price still didn't drop much, okay, and then we can look for potential opportunity on gold in that one, okay. Yes, absolutely, thank you very much. Pro shiny sir, gold price, yeah, thank you very much. Okay, so okay, so you saw that gold is preparing for that. Let me see what else we have on the table. Today is very volatile day, as you know that. I'll be looking at now quickly, first of all, DXY. Okay, so first let's look at dollar yen, GBP, JPY. Now dollar yen, let me see the bigger picture, weekly. Okay, so from the weekly we saw that dollar yen has come to this weekly support level. Okay, now this is a, if I look at monthly highest time frame, this is a long-term bullish market, you know very well. Now if you look at the individual candlestick pattern on the monthly on dollar yen, we can see that this market, this is a strong impulse, narrow correction impulse. The price has come back and has broken this support level on dollar yen. Now with that monthly price action, we see that this market is forming series of higher low along the zone, and we could see that dollar yen, you know, strongly breaking to the upside later once the market will be ready, because it's a long-term bullish market. But in the meantime, we might see even deeper pullback. To see where we can find entry, let's draw the possible level. This is the monthly neckline, previous resistance, turn support here on dollar yen. Now if we look at the weekly, from the weekly we can see that this is the weekly price action, okay, with this a massive move on the weekly. Okay, quite a few weeks of strong bounce. Now with that bounce, you know, dollar yen has come to a level where there is the previous resistance, turn support here. Okay, now it is crucially important to see if dollar yen can break the previous weekly low or no. It is very, very important, because it may not be able to break the previous weekly low. Instead, we could see dollar yen bouncing from here again, which is very, very high probability. Now if we draw this trend line here, Okay, so with this support level on dollar yen from the weekly, highly likely that we might see this bounce coming up on dollar yen. Now if we look at the daily, this is where we can see that the market is forming a possible double bottom above this 20 EMA. Okay, and you can see slowly the price is picking up. For me, very high probability that dollar yen slowly will bounce to the upside, will take off. Now why? Because daily price action, if you look at the overall this whole move, okay, what kind of market is this? It's a bull market. Okay, how do you know? From the market structure. Okay, this is the key points to look at here, that the market structure creating series of higher high and higher low, which is a typical bullish market structure. Now in that market structure, where we can then enter a trade is if you look at the zone, that what the smart money is buying and selling is, we need to look at that smart money area. This is the smart money zone in that price action, and from that zone we saw that the price has created this move and the price is now, you know, started to move up. Now with this 20 EMA, the price created this dynamic support and the price is respecting this trend line. If you look at the 4-hour, we can see how the price is forming. Now look, this is where we saw that the market has formed this double bottom. I think that if we see that dollar yen has formed grabbing liquidity in that zone, then we'll be riding that trend, because it already has come to a very, very important level. If you look at that, we can see that this is the previous resistance, turning support here, and from that zone we saw this dollar yen is moving up. Now already we saw there is a liquidity candle here on dollar yen. Now with that liquidity candle, what we can expect on dollar yen, for the price to come down to grab liquidity and then to move up. This is what I will be waiting for, potential trading opportunity on dollar yen. If we see that happening, then we will be looking for buying opportunity in this one once you see the price has done enough pullback. So this is a bullish market on dollar yen currently. Let's see how it goes. Okay, thanks for that. Good morning, coach. I can tell that gold is coach's favorite. Lalathi, yeah, absolutely. Thanks for that. Good morning, coach. GBP AUD, yeah, absolutely. Derek, look, I trade all of them. Okay, gold, there is a reason behind it. No, if you look at gold, firstly, you know, we trade all of them. We trade all the instrument, as you know. If you are in our AP, we trade, you know, all the USD pairs, all the, you know, all the instrument. But gold also we trade, but there is a advantage and disadvantage both. But gold, if you look at the 5 minutes and lower time frame, there is a lot of trade. Now for the day trade, as a day trader, you know, the more trade comes along the way is better, isn't it? So gold gives always a lot of opportunity, and for me, gold is predictable, most of them. But I spend a lot of time studying the gold chart. That there is a reason behind it, you know. There is a reason also becoming favorite is that my biggest loss came in trading from gold. Okay, when I was trading gold, you know, I just in a single night I had a 100k loss in the beginning, almost now 10 years ago, and that loss actually gave me a big emotional trigger inside me, and wherever there is a trigger, you will pay attention to it. So this is why I became obsessed with gold, and I spend a lot of time studying the gold chart, days, hours, months of time sitting in front of the chart to trade gold, how it works. And because of them, you saw that my gold analysis, gold trades become very, very predictable, is because of this market behave a little bit of different than any other market. There is a reason behind it. As I mentioned, there's a lot of volume comes with gold. Okay, there's a lot of volume in the market, in gold market, because it's very popular instrument, and because there's a lot of volume, volatility, spread is low. So gold spread is almost, you can say, the GBP JPY, or sometime any USDPR or JPY, same kind of spread, but volatility is very high, right? Rapidly moving. So volatility is needed for our trading, right? Because if there is no volatility, you might not find that many trades. So because of that, now as a day trader, let's say, if like when I sit down as a day trader on gold, every day there is trade on gold, every single day. You might not find in other instrument every day, but in gold there is always trade every single day. So this is a reason. And also I don't limit myself trading only one instrument. Some of you might try to do that. That's fine. Everyone has its own way. At the end of the day, the goal here is to make money, to grow the trading account. But I look at wide variety of instrument, because it's kind of a little bit of, it's my passion. Sometimes, let's say, people do things for many reasons. Okay, for example, some people might do a job because they need to do the job, they need to pay the bills, like that. For me, trading is passion. So let's say you garden, you do gardening in front of your house or backyard. So you might not doing is because of you need to do something, because you love doing that. So that's why I like what I can say, crave for trading. That's I can say. So I look for more opportunities in different instrument. Okay, in gold, in GBP, JPY. It's a kind of obsession, you can say, not that extreme, but I love trading. Okay, I look for opportunities, and when I find trade, it feels good, and I share with other people. This is who I am as a trader. So yeah, I think that I found that when you do something from your place of passion, you can create enormous wealth. Whatever you want to create out of it, you can do it. Okay, anything you do based on passion. And there is another reason behind it, is because that if someone do something not passionate about, chances that he or she will quit very soon. This is how the universal law is work. So if you don't want to quit something, then you need to do it based on passion, based on love, based why you love that. And you can create that passion. Even let's say you say that, okay, I want to do that, but I'm not passionate about, how can I do that? You can create passion. You don't have to naturally be passionate. You can deliberately create passion by finding a reason to do it. You see, reason to do it, there are two things. For example, let's say trading gives financial freedom. You know that very well. It's no doubt about it. If you are a profitable trader, it's a big freedom, right? Now, let's say you find it a bit boring, but you want to do it. Now, you really want to do it. Now, how can you create passion? You can create passion by looking for the reason to do the trading. For example, you love your family, okay? Anyone, let's say, could be your parents, could be your spouse, could be your children. You love your family. Now you want to create a better future for them, right? Now you can create that reason to do the trading. Then you start to love trading because you love you love your family, that you want to create a better future for them. Now to do that, you are doing trading, so you start to love trading too, and that's how you can create passion. Once you stick to it for some time, it's gonna come to you. It's a very simplest way to understand it. Okay, let me know in the chat, hopefully that you start. Okay. Yeah, very good, thank you. Okay, so we'll be looking at thanks for that. Awesome. So we'll be looking at dollar CAD. Okay, so dollar CAD. Now if I just going back to gold again to extend a little bit, if you look at the 5 minutes on gold, you can see that there is a lot. Now we had quite a few trade in the live session also. You saw that yesterday when we were at the live, we didn't take the trade, but there is a breakout, right? And this is the 5 minutes time frame, you can see. And once this kind of trade, if you can catch and hold it, see how far it goes in a very short period of time, and then again break down. So there is a lot of trending opportunity in a short period of time. Now we had a live trade, you remember here, how many of you remember in the New York session trade? That is also a massive trade, and then immediate drop, and there was a trading opportunity here as well. So if you are day trading in a single day, you already have a live trade from here, you could have one here. So there's a lot of trading opportunity. Now in this lower time frame, in all instrument, in Gbpjpy also, on the, if you look at the 5 minutes on Gbpjpy, there is a lot of trading opportunity. This one also very volatile. Okay, you can see that when the market take off, it take off. Okay, so yeah, this kind of the instrument that are volatile on the lower time frame, they give a lot of trading opportunity. Okay, now looking at now on a Gbpjpy, I was thinking Gbpjpy is a long-term bullish market, started a massive bullish trend. Now if I look at the daily, we can see that GJ from the daily perspective has a bounce from here, from this daily support. Now I will be looking at bigger picture monthly. Now from the monthly, previous months, Gbpjpy has formed a bullish candle that has a long wick at the bottom from the monthly, and also there is a healthy wick at the top. Okay, so this is a bullish candle on Gbpjpy, and with that bullish candle, what we saw that after a little pullback, the market again bounced to the upside. Okay, and we see there isn't much zone here, that resistance. We might see a bit more stronger movement on Gbpjpy. Now if we look at the weekly, we can see that the market form a higher low with the previous weekly doji, and the price is breaking to the upside. Highly likely that will move in that direction. So if we look at the daily, now from the daily perspective, this is the daily bullish engulfer followed by another narrower candle, which is a continuation pattern. And we see that today, once the market opened to a little pullback, again the market is moving to the upside. So all time frame GJ is bullish, and we saw that after this massive move, consolidation here. Okay, so with that consolidation, Gbpjpy now going towards the upside. So this one is a strongly bullish market. I will be waiting for GJ to move down, okay, and then to give us an opportunity to move to the upside. Okay, so this is where I will be waiting on Gbpjpy for an entry. I think that any drop, okay, any drop to the downside will give us an entry opportunity. This is a strongly bull market. 3 hours is still remaining for this candle. Any kind of drop will look for buying opportunity. Very strongly bullish market, this one. Good morning, coach. Should go to touch 1976. So let's see gold. Yeah, gold at this point, until we see that gold has tested this level, I will be waiting, okay, for an entry. Let's see, morning, Ramesh, thank you very much. Morning for being here. Okay, so we saw GJ bullish. I will be looking at DXY first of all to see, because DXY will give us a clear idea of which way the market will be heading. So if I look at the DXY, looking at the monthly, now from the monthly we can see the DXY, this is the monthly resistance level. Now with this monthly resistance DXY, okay, so we saw there is a long wick candle here, a strong drop to the support. This previous month DXY has gone up to the resistance. Now the price is finding it difficult to break this resistance. We saw that now rejection coming. Now with that rejection, very highly likely that now DXY this month will come back down to the support level again. Very highly likely we might see the prices testing this monthly support. So there is a very high probability for downside. I think that DXY even might remain in the monthly in this narrow range for a couple of months. So that means that now we could see potential downside on DXY. If we look at the weekly, we can see that previous weekly there is a doji, okay, and then the price has created this move on the weekly, okay, from this resistance line. This is the weekly candle, there is a doji and then rejection. So you see that this is once it is coming down, very highly likely that you see there is a doji back to back. This is a liquidity zone. What is a liquidity? I'll explain more. Let me know in the chat if you are not sure. Liquidity is where the market, it's like a food for the price. So if you look at, let's say, the price moves from liquidity to liquidity, so it's now like a crawling to come back to the another liquidity zone. And we could see that the market, after grabbing that liquidity, maybe we'll see is moving in that narrow range. Now looking at the daily, this is the daily price action on DXY. So daily price action a bit more clearer. What we see that there is a consolidation, breakdown, consolidation, breakdown. So it's a double top, okay, and then breakdown. Now we see the market testing this level. Now highly likely that we might see a little move to the upside, okay, to test this zone, and then we could see DXY again coming down. And this is a long bearish engulfer, and if it breaks we might see DXY dropping back to the support level. So from the 4-hour, this price action, what we see DXY, you can see this is a strong break forming doji. I'll be waiting for a little move to the upside. Okay, we might see the price testing this zone, this neckline, this previous support and resistance, and then we can expect DXY to come back down to this support level. Okay, so this is why what we will be waiting on DXY, okay, to go up to test this level and then to drop. I think that very highly likely DXY will do that. So if this is the case, then we might see euro dollar, GBP USD, AUD USD could be to the upside, including the GBP JPY. Okay guys, let's look at now. Okay, gold will reach 1980. Yeah, let's see. I really skill by watching live view coach. Ramesh, thanks for that. Yeah, this is appreciated. That, yeah, I would say that you did a good job, because you watched all of them, and there's no limit to learning, and I would recommend you to keep learning, keep growing. Okay, what should my lot size? Okay, we'll be looking at that. Can't find DXY. your broker should have that. You can look at that. Okay, so right, yeah, very good, Ramesh. Yeah, you know, to grow as a trader, to improve, it is important that, you know, we take some step, and it's a process. Okay, in the beginning no one understand anything. You know, when I also started, I just saw some bunch of candles that didn't make any sense, but over time, you know, if you give some time, little bit of dedication, definitely everyone will be able to learn and grow as a trader. Okay, so let's look at let me see, dollar CAD. We will look at this one. Let me look at the news calendar, guys, in the meantime. Okay, so if we look at, okay, so there is a CAD news coming later today. CAD news coming, dollar CAD at 10:30 p.m. in my zone. So it is the employment change and unemployment rate. Both are crucially important for CAD. So let's look at quickly the CAD pair, starting with the dollar CAD. Now dollar CAD is, it has broken the support level. Okay, this is what also previously mentioned, and I think dollar CAD waiting for a bit more stronger drop. Now if you look at this market on dollar CAD, what we see that this is a support level. Okay, on dollar CAD, and this support level, we can see this is the support here, support here, support here, support here. Okay, and with that support, USD CAD, if you closely look at on the daily, it has broken that level. Okay, there is a, you can see this is a long wick candle, a massive drop, little pullback, another drop. Now what we saw that USD CAD, this is the middleman. Okay, if you are not sure about the middleman, let me know in the chat, we'll discuss more. I do have a strategy. The middleman is very powerful trading strategy. Okay, now if you look at this daily candle, it's a textbook middleman. As you can see, the price has broken out of the structure with that middleman. Very highly likely that the price will move in that direction of the major trend. Now if you look at the 4 hour, we can see that this market is now with this, you know, consolidation, the price is dropping again, going up for a pullback. We might see spike, especially crossing this 20 MA could be a very good zone, even breaking this high, and then we might see that, you know, dollar CAD is coming down. Now middleman on the daily giving a very high probability for dollar CAD to break down. This is a very important pair now for me to look at, and as soon as I will find suitable entry, I will be trading dollar CAD, and also I will be sending the same trade to the students who are trading with us. If you want to trade with us and also learn our strategies, also you can join us. There is a link in the description, and also there is a link at the top of the chat. Visit the website, click join now button, and then you will be able to join in our academy with to learn our strategies and also to trade with us and access all the trading tools that we have, including this TF strategy indicator, as well as all other tools that we are using. Also you will be part of a VIP chat group where you will have opportunity to interact with other traders. So make sure you do that if you really dedicated on your trading journey. So let's look at now on we'll be looking at indices US30 and NASDAQ. Okay, and then we'll be looking at the monthly. First of all, US30. Now from the monthly, we see that US30, this is the monthly resistance line. Okay, so and if we look at the overall picture on US30, we can see that with this monthly impulse, US30 has created this move and then consolidation. The price grabbed liquidity multiple times from this level. Highly likely that this market will break to the upside. Okay, this is how the market moves. We might see that US30 is breaking towards the upside. Right now, if we look at the weekly, we can see that previous week there is a massive bullish engulfer. This week the price has come down to this level where there is the previous resistance turn support, and with that resistance turn support, the price has formed this long wick candle on the weekly, and we saw that this is now slowly bouncing towards the upside. Okay, now if we look at the daily on US30, there is a daily impulsive move correction. Now with that correction form a doji. Now with the doji formation, US30 now again moving towards the upside. At least we can expect US30 to reach this resistance zone and to create at least a long wick candle. If we readjust this level, okay, we can expect US30 to make this move. Now from the lower time frame, we can see that there is already a movement happen. Okay, I will be waiting for a deeper pullback, especially along this 20 EMA, and once the price will come back here, give us an entry opportunity. We'll look for bullish trading opportunity on US30. Okay, let's see how it does. Thank you, Ramesh. So what will my leverage should be? Ramesh, leverage, it depends on your trading style, but you can keep 1:30. Okay, that's the ideal leverage. Yeah, the gold will come down to 1930. We'll be looking at that. Let's see for it. Oh yeah, thanks for that, Ramesh. I was trading on Santicon before now turn started. Thanks for that. That's a very good idea, Ramesh. That's a good job. Falling wedge, yeah, we'll be looking at that. Gold, what to do. Good morning, coach. Thanks for joke. Thank you very much. Lalithi, please discuss Middleman. Yeah, absolutely, Ramesh. 1.2 leverage I have. Yeah, that's fine. You know, even if you have that leverage, you don't necessarily need to use that much leverage. It depends on if you know the, you know, risk management is the key. Now even if you have a higher leverage, if you know proper risk management, that should be fine. Okay, here key points here is to learn the risk management. Okay, Middleman. Now Middleman, you know, it's a bit more bigger subject. So first, you know, there is a lot of content also available here. Quickly, it's a candlestick pattern. Okay, now probably you have heard Middleman for the first time, so don't get surprised. It's very powerful candlestick pattern. Now if you look at a candle, okay, like that, right, a bullish or bearish candle, almost equal wick at the top, equal wick at the bottom. Body could be you know, different shape, but has to be equal wick at the top, constantly, and wick should be at least you know, almost nearly half of the body. If it is body big, wick should be half of the body. So this Middleman, individually, if you look at that candle, it will not make any sense. But when Middleman act as a breakout candle, that's a very powerful candlestick pattern. If I give you a couple of examples, you see that if I look at the recent chart on Gbpusd, there's a Middleman here. Okay, this is a very powerful Middleman, and there are more, quite a few. Okay, and we have seen on dollar CAD on the daily. Okay, this is a middleman. If you look at gold on the daily, this is a middleman, very powerful. You can see that. Now this kind of middleman, there is a way to trade it. Let's say there are some rules that I in our middleman trading strategy. If you are lifetime students, you can find that strategy in your student dashboard. There's a specific rule to satisfy, to find a perfect entry based on the middleman strategy, one of my favorite trading strategy. Also you can learn that. And if you are not our lifetime member, also I'll invite you to join us. If you are joining our lifetime program, you will be able to access that middleman trading strategy, and with the back tested, with the back tested results and everything, so that you can rely on the strategy. So you can do that too. The link in the description, and also there is a link at the top of the chat. I can give you a link on the live chat. So this is the website address. You can visit the website and then click join now button. You will be able to access all of them for the rest of your life. This is the best decision you'll ever made, I would say. So now let's look at Elizabeth Langer. Good morning, sir. Thanks for what you do. Thank you, Elizabeth. You're always welcome. Ramesh, thanks, coach. Thank you, Nasser. Which currency pair are you trading? Gold. Yeah, currency pair we are currently looking at to see which one giving us the best opportunity. I'll be looking at gold again to see on the 5 minutes. Okay, so 4-hour gold candle from a doji. Yeah, absolutely, we do now. Yeah, so you can see that this is a gold, this gold price, and this is a narrow range on gold on the 4-hour. We saw already one candle has come down, rejected, but this is not enough. This is not a very strong rejection. I would wait for this break 1961. Okay, 1961.4 level to be broken. Okay, I will wait for this level to be broken, and then I will, once I will see that entry, I'll look for potential bullish opportunity on gold. Okay, this is where I see that there is a massive movement, and then there is a narrow range. Highly likely this market will break to the upside, but before that we could see the market is coming down, and it might be even like in that 20 EMA on the 4-hour. If we look at the 1 hour or even lower time frame, looking at the 5 minutes, so for me very highly likely that gold will drop to this level here. Okay, at least we can expect this break. If you look at this structure, you can see how gold is forming this structure. Okay, so we see there is a double bottom formation, has broken out of this double bottom, but this is I will not rely on this breakout. Okay, I don't think that gold will be able to move in that way. Very highly likely that we'll see that gold will break down again, okay, to break even this low, and then we could find that opportunity for potential bullish. It's a bull market, so I will be waiting for buying opportunity on gold instead of selling. Let's see what it is doing. 15 minutes price action. Also we see a little bit of in a sideway. So this channel, you can see initially has broken out here, but it's not a strong breakout. We could see reverting back and breaking this low. Even it could come back to this, you see this low, red candle, red doji. This is a very high area of value, and if gold managed to drop, this is where we will find the big trade for this, you know, upside movement. So I will be waiting for an entry on gold. $1946, 1946. Yeah, that could have happened. Okay, yeah, that could have happened. It might, as I mentioned, it might come. You see, this is a, if you look at like that, you see the structure. Okay, it might do like that and then could go up. Okay, so how do we trade then? Once it will do, okay, and then once it will take off like this, form the structure, we will know that, okay, gold is preparing for a takeoff. Let's jump on the trade like that. Okay, it's the key points here to look like this to find an entry. At this point, you can see this is a very choppy here. The only way is to observe when the price is breaking out and then giving us an entry. And you guys know, to draw a trend line must consider weak or full body in drawing a trend line. Look, again, very good question. I'll create a separate video on YouTube on this one as well. I was planning to do that, how to, you know, actually draw the trend line. Now, trend line, if you really want to draw exact trend line, is it's not a line, actually it's a zone. So how I see the trend line is, for example, let me show you in an area. So you'll see that in most of the market, you'll see two kinds of zone. Let's say, for example, you'll see a market doing like that and then doing like this, and then you see it will do like that, will do like this, then we'll do like that. Let me show you what I'm trying to tell you. And we'll come back here. Okay, so what it does is normally follow two level, two trend line, two zone. Okay, and this is where, you know, the trade comes in place. Now, to use this market for trading, the best way is to wait for the lowest level to be touched or to come to that zone where there is a high probability trade. Now, if I show that on the real chart, you'll see this happen over and over again in the market. Okay, let's see what we can see here. Let me show you a bit more higher time frame. Okay, so see this one here. If you look at here, you can see how the market is respecting this one here. Okay, first of all, you know, the best way to look at is, because the market will never give you a perfect shape. There will be always up and down, because it's a market. Okay, it's not some kind of, you know, any kind of. So then how do you determine? I use for understanding the analysis is to look at, first draw one with the wick, the other one with the body, and then to see the shape of the channel or the trend line. So if I look at a bit higher time frame and then show you exactly to see an example here. Now see this one here, how it did. You can see. Now let's say you draw this way, okay, and then you draw that way. You see that? So what happened is that you found a zone here. This is the zone. This is how. But relying on a line will never give you very accurate information, because a line is just to see, just to visualize the shape of the market. For trading decision, you need to look at the zone, the wick, the rejection. This is the most important part. Okay, so yeah, this is how normally the trending zone. So low and the body, low and the body, like that. Normally try, in the upper one, let's say the one that is inside, trying to touch as many as one can. Let's say it's touching here, touching here, touching here, everywhere. And the outer one is to take the highest, longest one possible, like this. Okay, so you know that where is the zone that the price might come and reject, the trending zone. Okay, hope that you understood it. How long should we train to become a profitable in the market, sir? Garrett, very good question. I'll be coming back to that point. Things pull back in waiting on, yeah, absolutely. So let's look at GBP USD and euro dollar. I'll be looking at euro dollar first and then GBP USD. So euro dollar, if we look at this one here, okay, euro dollar, there is a significant movement to the upside on euro dollar. You can see that this is a massive move. Now with this movement on euro dollar, okay, big move, and with that movement, what we saw that euro dollar now is consolidating in that area. If I look at the daily, this is the daily price action. From this doji area, there is a massive move to the upside on euro dollar. Okay, so with that movement, what happened is that the price, with this big move, okay, the price already has broken all this resistance line, okay, above this resistance line, and I think that we might see now a deeper pullback, and then we can expect further movement. But at the same time, you see this 20 EMA, for the first time the price has crossed, and it is possible for now a bit more deeper down again, as the price for the first time has crossed a threshold. We could see further deeper down. If we look at the weekly, we can see this weekly candle that has a bounce. Okay, if we look at the monthly, we can see that monthly also the price after the previous monthly close created a higher low. So this month highly likely euro dollar will remain upside. Okay, this month highly likely euro dollar will remain upside, and very highly likely it will move. Now, if we look at the weekly, what we can see that from the weekly perspective, this is the bullish price action on the weekly, and after the doji, this bullish started, we could see that the market again moving to the upside, because there is a movement. We can expect a pullback, okay, for this move. If we take our Fibonacci from high to the low, we can see the price is now approaching 38.2%. there is a 61.8% Fibonacci also achievable. Now there is an upside now possibility on the weekly. Now daily, there is a, this is the daily movement, and the price now slowly coming down for a pullback. I think where we can see the entry on euro dollar is highly likely that this is the zone that could be that euro dollar is coming down here. If we look at the 4 hour, we can see how it is formed. We saw that there is a consolidation, breakout, structure, let it come down, test this smart money area, this resistance turn support, and then we can expect this bullish move to happen in that area, and then I'll be waiting for an entry along this zone, and also I'll be sending the trade to you guys if you are wherever you are. So this is where I'll be waiting for euro dollar. I think it might move towards the upside from that zone. Okay, how long should you train to become profitable in the market? GOT, look, it depends on completely one's own individual interest, how long it takes. Usually it takes 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, depending on your dedication, depending on how frequently you are trading, how much time you are trading. But I would say that it's worth, right? Imagine that if you want to take a diploma, okay, and then you take a diploma 3 years, and then internship, spending a lot of time and money, and then struggling to find a job, and once you find a job, then and then started to other stress coming up, gain experience, and then just make a living. Maybe it takes 5-6 years for a person to from diploma to just to make a living, right? But what about trading? That's why I'm telling you that 1 year, 2 year dedicated time, learning, and then you gain financial freedom, much better than any kind of day job. It's just your own capital, or you can trade on a funded account once you know how to trade. It's a big thing, and big financial freedom. So it depends on what kind of learning you are doing. But that's why I tell you, if you take I did that mistake in the beginning. I didn't take proper education, and I start to trade by my own, and then losing a big capital on trading, and then I learned, and then I started to grow. So I would say that rather than losing, more on focus on education, and then invest on your education rather than losing, because when you invest on your education, it's in fact you are growing, but losing will just give you a pain. So that's why I would recommend you to join. Also, if you join our program, it definitely will accelerate your learning, because you will have a strategy that you can trade. You will see how we are trading, what we are considering, and also you have an opportunity to interact with other traders in the academy. So it's a big opportunity. Also, you can join us. There is a link in the description, and also there is a link at the top of the chat. Click the link and visit the website, click join now button, and then you will be able to see how we are trading and accessing all of them. So it depends on your learning and your time, how much you are giving. As a rule of thumb, some people take 3 years, some people 2 years, some may be profitable in a year. As I mentioned, everyone's have a different way of taking that into account. Yeah, thanks for that. Okay, so looking at euro dollar, we saw that the market is basically now forming this structure. We could see that bullish move. Let me see that GBP USD. Okay, so with the GBP USD, we see the same thing. Now looking at the bigger picture on GBP USD, looking at the monthly. Now from the monthly, we can see that GBP USD is a long-term bullish market. Okay, we saw with this monthly impulse, correction impulse, we can see that it is in another impulsive phase. And GU, you can see from this level, previous months has formed this monthly candle. This is a bullish candle. Okay, we saw that there's a long wick at the bottom, and also there is a long wick at the top, and we saw a series of higher low above this monthly support, which is a bullish candle. And we could see GBP USD bouncing to the upside, breaking the high, very highly likely to happen. Now if we look at the weekly, we can see that GBP USD from the weekly perspective, previous week there is a bullish engulfer, higher low, the price has come down for a deeper pullback. Now it is going up, means that we can expect now Gbpusd to continue to rise in that direction. So if we look at the daily, we can see that from the daily perspective, there is an impulse correction, okay, and there is an inverted head and shoulder in that area on Gbpusd. And with that inverted head and shoulder, with this doji, the price has broken out of the structure previous day. Now we see that this market, if we look at the 4-hour, this is a very strongly bull market. You can see it's forming another bullish market. I will wait for you see this candle is closing in 2 hours 19 minutes, a bullish candle. Based on how it is closing, even we might find an opportunity to go long from here on Gbpusd. Okay, so yeah, we'll be waiting for an entry here. This one also now very good market for a potential bullish. I think that this market, if you look at the daily, it's forming, and we could see that at least, you know, breaking this high to create a new higher high. So if we trade along this zone, we should be able to see, should be able to catch a good number of pips here. Almost 80-90 pip will be a good target. Once I will find an entry, I will definitely look for this bullish opportunity on Gbpusd. Okay guys, in the meantime, if you are looking for a regulated broker, don't hesitate to use our link to join with Trade. They're regulated, so your capital will be in the safe hand. So Trade, regulated broker, I have given a link also in the live chat. Click the link, register for free, and then start with a regulated broker. So they are regulated, your capital will be in a safe hand. So yeah, you can do that. You can start trading with any capital that you want, and withdrawal also very easy, deposit easy. So let's see, this is the Gbpusd. We have found that. Let me see now on other instrument how they are doing. So dollar CAD we discussed. We have seen that the market again bouncing off that level. Okay, so Aussie yen also moving up. Let me see. Okay, Usdjpy. So JPY getting weaker, Usdjpy also bouncing up. Let me see quickly all of them. Eurojpy. Okay, so JPY pair, you can see Eurojpy also after double bottom here, okay, breakout, right, with this double bottom and then breakout, the price has consolidated a typical bullish structure on Eurojpy, and then has broken out a very strong bullish price action. And this is a smart money area. Okay, understanding a smart money zone is key, guys. That's why tomorrow, okay, Saturday, tomorrow in London session time, I will be releasing a very important content, how to identify the smart money zone in the chart, so that guys you can use it in your trading. Make sure you give a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, okay, and press that bell button. Stay tuned during that London session time. I will be watching with you when premiering. So did you do that? Two seconds pause for doing that. Awesome, thank you for doing that. So once you do that, subscribe, everything will be on your home page. So I'll be releasing that content. You will be able to understand how the smart money works. And as you can see, Eurojpy, with this impulse, the price has formed this area, and from that zone the price has another bounce, and with that bounce I will be waiting for the price to go up. I think anytime we will be able to see that pullback for potential bullish. So Eurojpy, we could see that this market is heading to this resistance line. Okay, so in any point, you know, Eurojpy, we see GBP, will be able to find an entry opportunity in all of this instrument. let's see, Gbpusd also had a consolidation, so you could see that movement coming on all the JPY, including CHF-JPY. Also you saw that bounce. Looking at some, yep, that's okay. So there's a news coming up on CAD that will make all the CAD pair very volatile. Okay, so we have seen that majority of the pair, including USD CHF, euro dollar. Yeah, we see that as a Friday, last day of trading week, there will be definitely massive volatility coming up. I'm keeping watching all of them until end of the New York session. I will come on live again, guys. Again, make sure that you also stay there. We do open frequent trade in all lives, as well as the VIP trades also available. So with that said, I'm going to end this session, and I sincerely believe that you found value, you found a direction on the market. And in the upcoming session, I want to see the market is giving us the opportunity. So with that said, thank you very much, and I'll see you on the other side. Until that, stay happy, stay well, and make sure you join the free Telegram channel to stay connected. The link also in the live chat available. So thank you. I'll see you soon.